Here's the tricky thing. The state says that they need these water levels to go down. Police say that during the chase, Furman approached what he thought was an ordinary vehicle and tried to get inside through the back seat. So let's look at the numbers. According to a 2010 survey, 62% of college grads with a 4-year degree could find a job after school. Spokesperson just emailed me today that it is not their policy, and the reasoning is, quote, because of personal safety and the safety of their families back in Afghanistan. If you take a look here behind me, this is the quarter moon at the Lake Ella shops. A tree actually snapped and impaled through the roof. The larger Ferris wheel out in the distance over there, that's the one that I was a little too scared to get on. Right now we are on what's called the kiddie or mini Ferris wheel. At least twice a day, Melanie Perez drives and drives and drives, and it's not by choice.
You have to pay an extra about $1,500 a month between rent and utilities that this has cost us already on a routine basis just to be able to come and go so that we can work and run our construction company.
Melanie logs at least 60 miles a day thanks to a detour like no other. Crews are repairing this nearly 80-year-old bridge. The construction is rerouting traffic almost 30 miles for Melanie.
You know, it's really frustrating right now. I just want somebody to take responsibility and say that what they've done is wrong.
And Melanie, she's not alone.
I've been told tough. You know, you choose to live out in the middle of the woods, you choose to live in the country, and this is just the hardships of it.
I work part-time. I train horses also, and now I'm having to drive 28 miles. It's taking me about 45 minutes to get to work.
Here's a look at the detour. If you're heading into town, you start out east down Natural Bridge Road to State Road 59, then north up to Tram Road. There you head west, either into Woodville or Tallahassee. From Melanie's house, she says it's exactly 27.9 miles.
That's very frightening. I think of it every morning, you know. I'm telling my husband, don't get up out of bed very fast. If you have a heart attack, I'm going to end up having to do CPR for an hour.
So far, there have been no emergencies, but it's something Melanie worries about daily. Leon County officials say they've worked with Wakulla and Jefferson County to organize emergency services so that fire and EMS crews aren't delayed.
I think we did the right thing for the greater good, for public policy regarding infrastructure responsibility. I think we did the greater good and the best thing that we could after due consideration.
There is no adequate answer. The nearest help, you're talking about best case scenario, best weather conditions, it would take 35 minutes at a minimum for a fire truck or an ambulance to get to me. And of course, that's not counting coming down my driveway, which is another 2 miles of dirt road.
Construction began in October and will take 160 days to finish, a very long commute for a detour that these residents will never forget. Now, Leon County has set up 2 medevac landing spots in Wakulla County that'll help in case anyone is in need of an airlift. Now, the county did look into building a temporary bridge while construction was underway, but commissioners say that it wasn't cost effective. AJ, Julie, back to you. Minutes after Tuesday's storms, people in the Clarn Lakes neighborhood came face to face with the aftermath.
Yes, I was working in that room. I have my home office set up in my bedroom, and so I was working there and came up to inspect the damage. Like I said, saw the branches that had come through. Trees
littered the streets, toppled homes, and smashed cars.
So I went to check my car, and here we go. Oh, great.
Is that the PG version?
Yeah, that's the PG version.
Bill Boyle has been living in Clarn for nearly 30 years. He says he's never seen damage quite like this. Say they're just happy no one was hurt.
Walls that has all these ribbons I wind stuff, and it just came flying off the wall. And my mom came in, she's like, you have to get in the basement now. And I was just like, okay, what's wrong? I'm freaking out. And